I hope this video helps explain a little bit about the science behind the Asrai product and its ability to help you lose your unwanted fat. But before we get started, let's touch on the name, because Asrai is a little bit of an odd word that maybe you haven't heard before. But an Asrai was an ancient Celtic water fairy. But as you'll see, Asrai's ice-cold touch is very appropriate to the science. Our bodies are composed of different types of fat cells, and Asrai is designed to help reduce or eliminate many of them. It uses a patent-pending process to apply cold in such a way that it triggers our body's own fat elimination system. Now, when this system kicks into gear, it will attack fat in two very different ways. It will first of all burn away fat, and it will freeze away fat. And it's all done in the privacy of your own home with no needles, no pills, no surgery, and no expensive procedures. So how does it work? And let's talk first of all about freezing away fat. And this involves the more visible and less desirable fat that's found just under the skin. This is our subcutaneous white fat, also known as belly fat, and we all know what that is. Years ago, a very interesting discovery was made, and it all started with popsicles. Scientists observed that children who ate a lot of popsicles soon developed dimples in their cheeks. Well, what was causing this? The scientists found that our white fat cells are very sensitive to cold, and that when exposed to the right amount of cold for the right amount of time, these white fat cells would actually wither up and die a permanent and natural death. So it was the cold from the popsicles eliminating the fat in the cheeks that caused the dimples in the children. And this is what we call fat freezing. Now, in order to reach this stage of fat freezing, the cold has to be focused, intense, and for an extended period of time. The Asrai product does exactly that. It's uniquely designed to cool the skin quickly, allowing for a deeper and more powerful fat freeze that's guaranteed to produce results. It safely and effectively kills these unwanted fat cells without harming the surrounding skin. The dead fat cells are then just gradually flushed out of the body. So that's the fat freezing side of Asrai. Now, what about fat burning? When we humans are exposed to cold, it triggers something in us called thermogenic activity. And this involves a different type of fat known as our brown fat. Brown fat cells are what our body burns as energy to keep us warm. And it works much the same way as the furnace does in your home. When it gets cold outside and that temperature drops, your furnace kicks on and it starts burning fuel as energy to heat the house and keep it warm. Well, so it is with our body. When we're exposed to cold, our furnace kicks on and it starts burning up these brown fat cells as energy to keep us warm. This process is known as cold thermogenesis, and it's really just that simple. So tying it all together, we know that with the right application of cold, we can freeze away that unwanted white fat and we can burn away the brown fat. And it all happens at the same time. It's quite cool. So there is no substitute for a healthy lifestyle of diet and exercise. And of course, check with a doctor before starting any fat loss campaign. But wherever you're at in your own personal fat loss journey, whether you're just getting started or you're already on your way, the Asrai product can be a powerful weapon against your battle with the bulge. Take your measurements before and after. It's fun and exciting to see the changes. So that's a little bit about the science. I hope it was helpful, and thank you so much for your time.